someone like myself is someone who wants to win games and see division titles, whether we win in October or not. And I think that's the problem with DC sports fans.
So what's going on? Why are we all of a sudden talking to Justin Turner's beard?
We love winning.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of DC Sports Daily, DC Sports Weekly, DC Sports whenever we decide. This is your host, Corey Theston, alongside Jack Maestri.
What up, what up?
I got a few things to go over today. A little carryover from the Redskins primetime game, as well as the Wizards primetime game. And the Washington Nationals should be getting some primetime action here with a couple managers on the loose. And, as far as that goes, what do you want to start with?
How was your day?
Long. 5 a.m. wake up after a 10:40 start. Long.
Yeah, and you stayed up until halftime.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's very rough. I stayed up for the whole game. Also not the smartest decision. Yeah.
Waste of time.
We'll get into it. We'll say World Series Game 2 was
epic.
Redonkulous. Great game. It's going to be a great series, I think. Or Astros are just going to win it in 5 and win the next 3 at home.
All you really needed to see was the highlights, and that's all I saw.
Yeah. I watched it when I wasn't watching the Wizards. I can't stop talking about it. Yeah, but we're here. We out here. Let's just dive right in to the Redskins, because you and I have very, very different views on what this means for the season.
Yeah. So as far as Monday night goes, wait, was it Monday night?
Yes.
Seems so long ago. Monday night, as you all saw on Twitter, I'm sure. Jack likes to call them knee-jerk reactions. This time it wasn't really a knee-jerk reaction from me. Normally our Twitter is knee-jerk reactions by me, but Redskins, not only is it injuries, but it's just the little things I see that it just drives me crazy. Yes, Monday was very, very, very frustrating, and I am willing to say our season's over because of Monday night. I thought it was our step to take the division, and if I said it going in, if we lost, I think I said it on the podcast last week, if we lost, the division would be over. I mean, obviously, realistically, the wild card is there to be taken, but I don't want wild cards anymore. I really don't want to have to go on the road to a top-tier team. The Eagles, I really don't even think, this is where I got so frustrated. I don't even think the Eagles are that good. I still don't. Carson Wentz is good. Very good. Very close to being elite at this young age.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys.
No, I'm not
Carson
the first
Wentz,
to say that.
Elite. Sorry, almost elite. Getting to be elite. Close to elite.
But it's very frustrating to watch. I mean, they don't have weapons. Alshon Jeffrey's average to me. Everybody else is a joke.
Zach Ertz,
great tight end. But DJ Swearinger is
really
getting
good
roasted by anybody that goes by him, so it's not just Ertz. Our defense is hurt, which sucks. I knew Jonathan Allen would have an impact. I told you that last week. Our D-line didn't play terrible. Breeland didn't allow a single catch. I saw that stat today. So Breeland's playing at top notch. It'll be nice to have Norman back. But it's just like, I don't want to put it on Jay Gruden because I don't think it's his fault. But there are questionable things where I'm just like, dude, this team is so capable of being good, and we're just not able to be good. I guess it's the DC curse. But, like, Monday was either you win the division or you lose the division. And I think our season was over on Monday night.
Yeah, so here's what I got from Corey Tuesday at 10 a.m. After he was on Twitter. I shot him a text and I said, Skins aren't dead. Eagles are really good. Kirk played great. Corey said, Eagles are not good. They're very overrated with a close to elite quarterback. No reason we lose besides being awful.
Yep.
Defense is done. Swearinger can't cover. D-line without Allen sucks. No running back hoses us. Expect the exact same thing from us next Sunday.
100%.
To which I said, you're knee-jerk reacting. He said, not at all. That's how we played. I said, extremely frustrating game. He said, Kirk has 0 weapons, Reed's made of glass, and every lineman is dead. I said, yes, we played a poor game. You said, Kirk will be destroyed the rest of the year. I said, I disagree. Facts. Then you said, do you have Mario Party for N64?
Nice.
But
I was sick of talking about it. Yeah, I mean, that's the truth, though, because...
dude, I still
in something
disagree.
Looking forward, we need to... I know you can hit on this, but something going forward... Dude, Terrell Pryor played more snaps than Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis is our second best weapon on offense. It needs to be Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis.
We benched Terrell Pryor.
He still had more snaps than Vernon Davis.
Yeah, no, Vernon Davis is a weapon, but I mean, this isn't Madden. Like, this isn't like, oh, this play. If you run this play and you throw it to this guy, it's going to work every time.
You know, his seam play that he throws to Vernon almost works every single time.
Almost every time, but you can't beat it to death. That's one of the few chunk plays that we can pull off with consistency, and if we start running it every set of downs, it's going to be snuffed out. There's going to be too much film on it. People figure out how to stop it. They're going to figure out when we're going to run it, and they're going to figure out how we run it. So, yes, Vernon Davis needs to see the ball more. We need to use him in more creative ways, because if he's on the field, he better be running a route and being targeted, because he and Jordan Reed cannot block to save their lives, which is why our running game sucks. We have even our backup linemen. They suffer in pass protection, but they're hogs. They can not. I'm not referencing the historic hogs. I'm just saying they are large human beings who bear a slight resemblance to pigs. They can push people around. They're big, strong guys, and they're equipped to block for the run. The problem is we give up the edges so easily because our tight ends can't get out there, and when your left tackle is having to pull, your left tackle who's playing on one leg is having to pull to the perimeter because you can't trust a tight end to go out and seal off like a free safety or a corner. That's bad. I agree. Running game kills us.
Yep.
But here's the thing. What's our record? What is our record?
2-4.
3-3.
Word. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we are.
I was going to be 4-2.
We're
right.
Yeah, we're 3-3. 4-2.
4-2.
And who are our 3 losses to?
The Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eagles.
Yeah. So the best team in the NFL and the second best team in the NFL. Everybody else we've handled pretty easily. Besides the whole C.J. Beathard almost stealing our souls. We didn't look bad against the Chiefs.
We didn't look bad against the Eagles until this week.
We looked bad against the Eagles in week 1.
I didn't think we did.
I thought we played a terrible game. That was the worst game that we had played all year.
No,
it wasn't. That's the thing. We played a good game. I think that's the hardest part of this. Is this game shows me that the Eagles are just better than us. They are. With the people that we have on the field right now, they are just a better team. We played a technically sound game. We didn't make huge mistakes. We didn't have gigantic penalties. The game was refereed very poorly both ways. I think both fan bases were pretty upset about that. It was hilarious watching the Eagles start the game with 4 consecutive penalties.
Backed up to the 1.
Yeah. But, the Skins played a good game. Kirk played a great football game. Kirk was the only reason that we stayed in that game. Chris Thompson needs to be used effectively more. Thank you, Jay, for experimenting with running in between the tackles. All he does is turn that negative 2-yard rush that Kelly or Pirine would have had into a 1-yard gain. That's not enough benefit to keep doing it. How about you just figure out a more creative way to run the ball with big running backs like Kelly? Use Thompson in the passing game more. Every time you throw him the ball, it is a gain of 5+. That's like running the ball, Jay. It's okay if it goes down into the books as a pass. Few things that I did not like. 3rd and 1, we cannot convert. We can't run the ball. And for some reason, Redskins have a knack for on 3rd and 6, whoever our target is runs a 5-yard route. We love doing that. But somehow Jordan Reed managed on a 3rd and 1 to run his route short of the sticks. Unbelievable. You just got to fix that. But these are all little tweaks that, little things in that game. We easily could have been in that game and won that game. We did not get, bullied and blown out of that stadium.
Nothing pisses me off more than you come out of the half and you score and you need one stop and Carson Wentz pulls that bullshit Houdini.
Yeah.
You have 5 guys around him.
That's another thing. You make that sack, it's a completely different game.
But that's kind of along the lines of if Dusty Baker, if we win the first round, he's still here.
No, this is if the opposing team's quarterback doesn't pull something out of his hat that maybe he might be the only quarterback in the league right now that escapes that pocket, then you're looking at a completely different game. That's just an example of them being more talented right now. But I think I don't see it being a harbinger of doom for the rest of the season. I mean, I think the Redskins still have a great shot at a winning record, and I think in the NFC this year, 9-7 could get you a wild card.
I think all this gets us is 7 wins and
yeah, you said 6 or 7 wins repeatedly.
Average draft pick, and it kind of screws us because then we got to sign Kirk.
Which
stuck.
Why is signing Kirk a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. You need to keep him because you don't want to have to restart at this point. Because if you go out and draft the quarterback 16th overall, well, he's going to suck, and then you're going to have to rely on Colt McCoy, and he's going to suck.
Kirk, I don't understand Kirk doubters anymore.
I don't think it's necessarily doubters. It's just, he's at a loss with the team not showing up in big games. Two times last year against the Panthers and the Giants had a chance to clinch, and our team didn't show up. It wasn't just Kirk. And this game, multiple guys, individuals that kind of screwed us. DJ Swearinger, we'll probably never see him get burnt twice in a game ever again.
No, it was a bad game for DJ. People are allowed to have bad games.
I agree. But it just happened on the worst moment in time.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Just things like that add up in big games. And
they do.
That's not necessarily Kirk's fault, but everybody wants to blame. Every quarterback gets the blame for losses, whether it's the team's fault or it's his fault. It's never Kirk's fault for losing.
Sometimes it has been, but he's been quick to take the blame when it's been his fault, and even when it's not his fault. I don't know. I'm not worried about them. I think now everybody's counting us out. We can go out and beat Dallas. I'm
scared. Zeke coming off his big game. Zeke might own us this week.
That's very, very possible. Yep. But
this is a kind of game where, my biggest thing with the Redskins is they are more talented than they've been, and it's like you saw them come out motivated on Monday night, and as soon as they gave up a touchdown, it was like all the wind out of their sails. From my perspective, it looked like they just
they folded. Yeah.
And that's just not how you can play football, especially against the Eagles. The Eagles are going to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
And so are the Chiefs, and so are the Raiders. And we dominated the Raiders, but we answered the Chiefs. I don't understand why we kind of just folded. We did end up.
You were in Philly. You don't have the whatever small home field advantage FedEx gives you. Basically, all it does is
Philly here.
Yeah, all it does is not give you a home and away field disadvantage. But, it's just it sucks that it was in prime time. I hate that we have played 3 primetime games in 4 weeks. That's it. Get us off. Just let us play as one of the many Red Zone channel games on a Sunday afternoon, please.
Why don't we play the Jets or somebody? Well, Jets are good. They'd probably beat us.
Jets are
somebody just awful.
Yeah, no.
One week.
Our schedule has been brutal, and we're 3-3. if you told me we'd make it through the stretch 3-3 to begin the season, I would have
said yeah.
I would have said yes, please. Yes, please.
Well,
because
you were predicting them to be probably 3-3 at this point.
Yeah.